Hello friends, welcome back to Dark Deity, the Deity random playthrough. When last we talked, for me it was a couple minutes ago, for you it might have been a day. My headset was dying. Turns out, while there was a cord plugged into my headset, it was not plugged into a charger. So with that fixed, we are back for Chapter 4. We'll have the after bits of Chapter 3 playing into Chapter 4. Or not. We have no new units yet. Spoilers, we'll get some. It was a very uneventful shop. I think we have to upgrade Lincoln's pickaxe and Marin's pickaxe. And we'll grab a tier 2 token. The reason you upgrade yellow weapons on your clerics, it's the lightest weight. That's all. You don't want your clerics being doubled. When they're doubled by things that can actually hit them, it's bad. I'm going to give this to Elias. Any extra damage is good. You'll notice some of our guys are at level 6. We really want them to end this map at 10. Normally, you start this map with 8 characters. You know the 4 you're going to send to the left. You know the 4 you're going to send to the right. Right now, it's random. It's not going to be that way. I'm just going to find what side has the most things that need to be taken care of by getting Aldened in the face. And Alden's going to go that way. I do like this game's art style. It has a pretty cool battle graphic. Dark Deity 2 came out about a month ago, and it tried to go very Game Boy Advanced, and I don't think it works as well as it wants to. It looks a little bit forced. Well, this is ridiculous. These are not tier appropriate promotions. That's a Thunderlord. That's the tier 3 class. It's a Sentinel, that's a tier 3 class. It's a Dragon Knight, it's a tier 3 class. They still don't have skills. I did not turn skills off. This is kind of weird. I very much did not turn skills off. I still don't know if maybe they don't have them in the randomizer mode, in which case we'll unrandomize it, I guess. As we can see, the right side very much wants to be Aldened. Magic, Fortitude, Dex, no speed. Okay, we do want to split up some of our guys that need the XP to feed them as much XP as we can.
Fine by me.
She got strength. That's good. It is really weird seeing some of the advanced classes not do their advanced class things because for some reason they don't have the skills to do them.
Sorry in advance.
Irrelevant crit. That bandit was dead anyway, Jim.
It's good to be me.
I think I very much am interested in knowing why these guys are not doing the things they should be doing.
Together. We've got you. My hard work
That's a
is paying
fantastic
off.
Marin level.
Wrong day to play hero.
Bianca continues to be good. We're going to do some chip damage with Lincoln. He is going to go to the right. However, the right side hasn't moved very far. And the left side's going to take a bunch of damage. This also keeps everything from rushing our archer, though it doesn't look like anything really cares about rushing our archer.
One step at a
Elias got some fortitude, mastery speed, magic. Notice his magic is higher than his strength right now. It's one of the reasons we end up... One of the reasons he ends up being an okay candidate for being a surge. They turn into this guy eventually.
You dropped something.
Odds Elias gets there. Negative all of them. There's a very good chance he does not even have the ability to get to level 30. Usually falls way out of favor by then. Things on horses want to get Aldened, though. I'm slightly impressed with how Irving's been doing.
When you're ready, follow me.
It's almost time for Lincoln to head over and join his group. As with every turn on every map, we want things to happen in the enemy phase and include us killing things. And us not getting killed. Garrick's defense is pretty decent. He gets to do stupid things like that. See, his dodge is decent. That is not a stupid thing she's doing. There's a difference. Note that Garrick falls off totally by the end of the game. He and Irving get to sit on the bench talking about that time that they did things on maps.
Right between the eyes.
However, Garrick can just crit everything. And it sometimes lets you keep him around. Like, he's great in early maps.
Needing expectations.
Not getting magic or mastery is fine. He got strength, defense. Those are important stats. You'll notice the cages.
Stay with me.
The cages have people in them. Those people will join us.
You dropped something.
Again, Sia disarming is mostly just to spread the experience around.
In position.
We don't want anything from the right side wandering over to the left side. Trying to split experience the right way to where everyone hits level 10. That is a goal.
Right away.
You don't really have to do it, it's just nice to have everyone in their first advanced class when you get to the fun map.
What was I thinking?
That's a horrible level. This sort of game is a lot better in text Let's Plays. However, I do not want to do anything remotely similar to make 8 trillion screenshots of
Fine by
a
me.
game I'm playing to make a text Let's Play. And having listened to non-text video Let's Plays by people, there's no possible way it could be worse. I've got that going for me. Alden missed, however, he didn't miss twice. Enchanted Bacon, I believe, is a stat boost item.
In position. Was that really necessary?
One step at a time.
Another magic level.
Thought you'd never ask.
We've got you.
Garrick once again setting Irving up for a free experience. And a tier 3 weapon token. That is a significant chunk of money at this part of the game. We don't get it to actually spend it, but we don't have to buy a tier 3 weapon token when we get there.
Not bad, not bad.
I also could just cheat and buy a tier 2 for Irving and get him up to a tier 3 plus 1. I don't particularly want to do that yet. This will draw, or should draw, the things on the stairs down to us. Normally, there would be mages in here that you would use Alden to snipe through the wall and then pull other mages down. But right now, there's just this guy and an archer.
You dropped something. Can do.
39% chance to deal 0 damage.
Right away.
It's a great thing.
I won't let you fall.
We'll heal up. Come over to this side.
At your disposal.
This side also has a guy through the wall. Garrick's on the wrong weapon. Doesn't matter.
Time to turn the tide.
Irving gonna do some chip damage. I do like the crits on the base warrior class. A lot of them try to get a little bit overly fancy. The warrior just
Stay with me.
smacks a dude with a sword.
My hard work is paying off.
Marin gets a level up, probably gonna get shot by an archer, or not.
Your end.
That is a very dead thief.
That settles that.
I believe this is stair guy number 1. Followed by the rest of the stair guys.
Let's do it.
Alden's gonna kill inside the room because everything outside the room will come to us.
Lot to
The things
learn.
inside the room will stay inside the room till we open the doors.
You dropped something.
Don't think I can do less than 20 damage. Or at least less than 10 damage. Can Elias do less than 10 damage? Yes, he can.
Didn't give him much of a chance, huh?
Stay with me.
It is a little silly to just make attempts to maximize the amount of +6 experience we can get to all our friends. But it does add up. It's one of the things Irving's good for. It's actually one of the reasons you can go with the just pure tank class for him, because he gives bonuses to guys he's standing near, and he always wants to be standing near his friends. The thing is, he always wants to be standing near his friends on player phase, and then things die, and then he's not. Like, he's near his friends in the enemy phase, but the enemy's not really doing anything to him.
Let me at him!
The enemies tend to go for, like, your guys out in the middle of nowhere, which is great. It's one of the reasons why we put guys out in the middle of nowhere.
Let's do it.
Like, Alden stands by himself to stand by himself and see how many things he can get to come say hi,
Coming in hot!
or how many things he can crit. Can Sia get this kill? She can. And she gets a terrible level for it. Glad I bothered. There's just no good target for anything to hit on this side of the map. Like, you have an evade tank mage, an evade tank rogue, sort of an evade tank in her level 2 class, and then a priest.
Such is your fate.
Elias with a Soulfire crit. Elias with a pretty solid level. Luck not going up is always a little bit of a concern. That's hit and crit. Can Marin chip this guy? She can. She's not going to be invited to the XP party, though. Yeah, she is. She'll get the 6.
Was that really necessary?
And some more bacon. This is a very dead bandit. Thank you for enemy phasing yourself on the only target I gave you. At level 10, we get to promote. Irving's passive Natural Leader says allies within 2 tiles, making him a Dragoon and having him run really far out is kind of weird. Making him a Defender is great. Adjacent units have their damage or have their defense increased. Enemies will attack him more. Doesn't really work. And then if you go with the advanced class in there, you get 2 more allies passives. Barbarian is great speed, stays the same strength, and then loses defense and mastery. That's a weird mastery number. Your attacks will ignore defense. They'll do significantly more damage. And you also get +1 push range. Knight gains power for every adjacent player unit. He wants to be near his friends. That's a useful skill. plus 35% health is fine. It also gives him a huge strength boost. Gives him an 85% strength gross overall. Mastery, he'll almost certainly gain that every level. It is probably the best pick for him.
I'll take point.
Okay, let's see.
Didn't give him much of a chance, huh?
Marin Y. Hello, meet Sophia. Sophia is our second archer. She's fantastic. Her passive is a 20% chance for her ferret to add 20% damage. She is one of the units that becomes highly specialized at the end of the game. You'll notice her fortitude. It's very high. It will only get higher. She becomes an incredible anti-mage. She's also in the ranger class, which gets an anti-mage advanced class. It also really likes to have high power. It likes to add all sorts of modifiers to its power, which Ferret's Fury does. And it likes to murder mages. That is what she will be doing, starting at level right now and continuing until the very end of the game. She can be slotted in on any map where there's mages, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of those in this playthrough. She'll also get a horse, which will let her move much faster. She's also going to start off getting some XP burning hastes. Now that we have no one near us, we're going to haste dudes for free XP.
It's good to be me.
It's a good Garrick level. Meanwhile, over here, stuff is still going on.
It's rude to stare.
The barmaid is going to finally kill the thing. Lincoln will open the door.
Oh no, you don't.
Get some XP on Bianca. Will also take his attack next turn and can counter. Her counter for 0 damage. Times 2.
What'll it be? You dropped something.
How much does she do to a disarmed knight?
Wrong day to pull a
0. And she even crits for 0. Because 0 times 2 is 0. But she gains 10 XP.
Awaiting orders.
Welcome to the Aldening, very advanced Nightman. Mages. Battle Mage is terrible. No one should ever be one. The other 3 are all useful, and they're all useful for different reasons. Arcanists gain power if they don't move, and they get extra accuracy from Mastery, which they get a slight boost to. However, it lowers their speed. Conjurers lower their speed. However, they get 20% healing from damage done, which is fantastic when a unit does a lot of damage all the time. And then they have a 35% chance to add current HP to their damage. Magician takes your speed growth on Alden to 90%. It also gives you phase range, which is horrific. Well, it's just not useful. And then Maestro, which gives an accuracy bonus. Normally, you take Magician on Alden, he cranks his speed up, and then he will always get a magic off of his passive. The thing is, we're going to live a little dangerously and turn him into a fire mage for Sorcerer's Siphon, which now, instead of just being a dodge tank, he can also be a tank. And because that leveled him up, and because this is 3 tiles away, he'll rescue our second mage. Her name is Sloane. She will always just go Magician. She shares a role with our third mage, who we'll see next chapter, in that she exists until you get better mages. She's not bad. She just has a problem of not being great in a game where you get 8 or 9 really great damage dealers. However, she is a mage, therefore she is always useful. If anyone tries to tell you mages are not useful, remind them what genre they're playing and what their attack range is. The downside of haste, you can only haste someone that hasn't moved yet. It's a small thing, but it's an important thing. The enemy phase, the enemy should start coming towards the stairs. Or not. Great. Well, they should. They just didn't.
Can do. Are you sure? Have fun. All yours. I like you better than there.
Phase shenanigans for XP is always fun. One reason rogues are a little out of favor is because they can't shenanigans themselves some XP. And with the heal and the level up.
My hard work is paying off.
Strength Magic Mastery. Okay. We have both archers on this side. It really doesn't matter in the randomizer run. Boy, if it's not a randomizer run, there's a very set path of who should go where and what they should do. Phantoms are the highest level direct damage magical priest line.
Can do.
Lincoln can actually be a decent phantom.
You dropped something. Let's do it.
His hit chance is abysmal. However, transfusion will heal the user. Welcome, Bianca, to being a Gale. Gales get Storm Strike, 50% chance to deal 1.3% or 1.3 times damage, and a 10% chance to hit again with Swift Wind. Their advanced class gets 2 more versions of Storm Strike that are called something different, and they can all proc. So have a 50% chance to do more damage, a 50% chance to do more damage, and a 50% chance to do more damage. Gales lose a little bit of strength, lose a little bit of magic, gain a bit of dex and speed. And most importantly, because we promoted, we get to attack again. It does, however, leave no one for Lincoln to heal. So he's going to come up and bonk a dude. That is a very fast mallet bandit right there. If he is doubling a war pick. Okay, Lincoln. Everyone suggests going Acolyte. They get Consumption, which deals for 20% of their damage done. They also, when healing, get to up the damage of their next attack, and it will stack until they actually attack. Guardian is a tank build. It gives them healing power, and then they get a heal over time instead of a heal. That will stay with their next class. You can actually go Guardian into whatever the highest level priest is. They also get defense increased by their missing health. There's Inquisitor, which is just a nice, huge chunk of stats. And they get power increased by enemy magic stat. And healing increases accuracy for one turn. That doesn't stack, because there's no way it can. However, priests get this. The advanced priest gets this again. Notice his HP growth percentage. Look at his magic growth percentage. Your weapons kind of poop. However, your weapons 1 to 2 range instead of being a mace. And you have great magic growth. And you heal from 2 range, which is the only thing your priests are doing unless they have nothing else to do. And now they also do it at 2 range. Acolytes also do it at 2 range, but they only heal at 1 range. As far as I'm concerned, if you're not going Guardian Paladin or Inquisitor Paladin, Inquisition actually makes the character that does this pretty decent. And then, since she can't hit the broadside of a barn, letting her heal things and then counterattack for actual damage is okay. But everyone else is a priest. There's no reason for them not to be priests. Still nothing, and we have a whole bunch of people that want to promote.
How can I help? Stay with me.
So, to be fair, one of them is Marin, and I'm not sure she counts. Again, her class up is very easy. It's called Be a Priest.
This one's on the house.
We'll see ya around this guy. She will not. Sophia one-shotting things that use magic is going to be a recurring theme of Sophia.
Chop chop.
We might exploit this map a teeny little bit. We are trying to feed some kills to Sloane. She does also want to be in the level 10 gang.
Maybe I need a new outfit.
You'll notice her magic and speed and fortitude are great, and her defense is god-awful. That is basically who and what she is.
You dropped something.
Alden's damage is just not even fair sometimes. There are other mages in this game, and they are all very good. It's just, he starts off so good and stays so good.
Have fun.
See, I actually got hit by something. Okay. Upgraded thief classes. Raiders get a power bonus against things with full health. And they get a 3% chance to gain a stat up item after a kill. This is terrible to rely on. They also lose a lot of dex and a lot of mastery and a lot of luck, and for that they gain strength. Duelists are the bruiser. They lose a bit of fortitude, they gain defense. They get a little bit better at strength. They get some more hit points. They get more mastery. They also get 15% to power dodge, crit, and accuracy when there's no adjacent units. And they get defense bonus based on their dexterity. Stalkers are a crit build. They're guaranteed to hit below 40% health. What you can do is just give the highest crit weapon, target weak enemies, and you're guaranteed to hit. Try to be guaranteed to crit. You have 5% chance to insta-kill. It's broken. However, Thief. Your speed, which you get a lot of, increases your armor pen, so you stay relevant. You also get disarm range +2, which is perhaps the best thing a thief gets. We'll show that off as she stands up here and disarms that guy.
You dropped something.
Only we won't show it off too much. Okay, we're trying to feed Sloane the best experience kills we can feed her. No one else needs it. Over here, we need. Here's Sophia's problem with her warbow. No, it's worse. There's a reason she just wants to be a one-shot build and one-shot mages, and that's because she can't hit thieves. thieves to save her life. Thieves are very dodgy. You've noticed Sia, and they're annoying. They don't do great damage. Some of them do real good damage. They're just hard to kill.
Thought you'd never ask.
Garrick has a 68% chance of killing him. I'll take it. Corn on the cob is a food item.
I will not
Irving
yield.
with the surprise crit.
You handled that well. Fresh as a daisy.
We'll pass up on Bianca taking this. Try to spread some XP around. Oh, that's a terrible idea. It worked out for us.
Huh?
I'm on it. Nowhere to run.
Welcome to Chain.
This should be fun. Chop chop.
Lead the way.
Irving actually does some pretty solid damage. If he continues to get strength growths, he's not... I'm not sure what one that is. Flight says swap. Okay, I got this here in another playthrough. It swaps strength and speed. It now means Irving does no damage whatsoever. And we can't trade it till next turn. We're gonna give it to Sophia, and Sophia's just gonna go stand in the middle of a whole bunch of guys and have nothing bad happen to her.
All yours. What'll it be? You dropped something. All yours.
Sloan is now level 9.
It's all falling into place.
Okay, so
Huh?
you'll notice she now does net. Oh, she does damage. Nice. is her hard mode version actually benefiting from something she shouldn't benefit from?
This should be fun.
Are you sure? What'll it be? You dropped something. All yours. Have fun.
Awaiting orders.
It somehow got very late while I was recording this. I was thinking, oh, I'll do the next map too, and I do not believe I will. It is equipped. Oh, strength and speed. Okay, the other one swaps true speed and power. Her strength and speed were very close.
My turn.
I was like, why is Sophia not doing 2 damage with a million dodge?
Just my luck.
Dex mastery, no strength. That's unfortunate.
I'm on it. Nowhere to run.
And now Elias becomes a surge. The class that's suggested for him is Reverie, where he heals for 20% of the damage he deals, and then ignores 20% of enemies' defense or resistance. As a surge, 35% chance to guarantee a hit and increase crit by 25%. It's real good. Then Fettering Winds gives him Chain +2. Blaze is a fire mage. You have 33% chance to deal extra damage, and then kills grant a stacking 4% power. Gale we've seen. I did this in my normal playthrough. I wasn't a huge fan of it. So we're going Surge, which lets us get another chain in.
Chop chop. I'll take
It's going to be a lot of haste, haste, chain, heal, go. And we don't have a ranger over here, so we're going to have to get creative with how we get to the chests.
I like you better over there.
And by that I mean... Oh, hello, Theron's Passion. Theron's Passion is... crits increase crit chance by 1%. It's better than nothing, but not really. Typically you put it on someone with 20 to 25% chance to crit, and then you just watch as that goes from a quarter to a third over the course of the map. Anyone with a higher crit chance than that is probably already killing things so very dead that it doesn't matter if they crit 1% more on their next attack. It's kind of good on Gales because they have a chance to hit an infinite number of times until something dies, and that crit can stack even if they do no damage on a crit. Phase for XP. Oh, that, because of the difficulty, we don't get a lot of XP by phasing.
Nowhere to run.
Or chaining.
Huh? Run like the wind.
Hasting, though.
This should be fun.
What we want to do on Garrick is find... Guess we can use Garrick to kill the knight while we work on the thief up there. Also note, yes, that is another treasure chest.
In position.
Right away.
Let's do it.
Hopefully we don't pull the boss with this guy, and we just pull him. Okay, Garrick needs XP, Sophia needs XP. Here we go. 0 damage, 14 XP. 10 damage. A
Nowhere
chain.
to run.
Lead the way.
It's gonna be funny when she war picks a guy to death.
I guess. You dropped something.
And that should be level... Nope. Almost. That's something alright. Here's Sophia doing 0 damage. And gaining XP for it.
Nowhere to run.
Promotion from Eric is become a priest.
We've got you.
We told you. Or I told you. It's boring. Garrick. Do some more chip damage.
you don't mind.
Do some pushing. This side's not really doing anything.
I'd like you better than that.
Sloan, magician. +1 phase range. Allies get accuracy. It also gives you 15% speed. She actually can't do it here, or yeah, she can.
I'd like
She
you
can now do
better
that.
than that.
The boss is an axe bandit. Sometimes this gets especially tedious trying to just sit here and watch the more or less nothing going on. Hot bean juice. I don't think anyone wants that.
Nowhere to run. This should be fun.
Garrick doesn't crit. Okay. Garrick has some options. The most common way to take Garrick is Archer Sniper. You can also go Drifter, Outlaw, because he's doing all sorts of crit things and does crit damage. It does make him a melee, which is fine because we picked up an extra range in Elias. So I think we're going to try this on this run. He loses magic. Oh no, it doesn't matter. He gains defense growth. He gains a little bit of mastery growth. He loses speed growth, but he picks up a ton of luck. And it lets him crit and do crit shenanigans. He also wants blue weapon regardless of that or archer. Strider, he's not a very good strider. There are two much better striders. We have our better witch hunter. And turns out one of our striders is going to go sniper. Archer is kind of mediocre. You want to be around people to crit, but you can't be around too many people. Then you get a hit bonus from dexterity. It's fine. Drifter though. Crit modifiers. Takes you to 250% crit. Takes you to 250% plus 15% total damage. And then if there's only one adjacent unit, which means if he's on his own hitting something, he has plus 30% crit. It's worth it. Notice that says blue weapon, green weapon, yellow weapon, red weapon. 49% crit. Sophia, pink, 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 gets
Chop chop.
some experience.
How can I help?
Is there a way that Marin doesn't kill him? No, he's at 4. Everyone over here is good to go. We're going to see who the knight picks to go after. He actually goes after Sophia. Levels her up. That is a not Sophia level.
Do I look stronger?
Not used to her getting mastery and not strength.
Nowhere to run.
Actually, because of what she has equipped, I think that one speed went to her strength, and the no strength went to her speed, which means she's now, well, she should still be doubling.
Chop chop. Hope you don't mind.
Little shove. I think I might have fallen asleep at some point in here.
Nowhere to run.
We really are just having Sophia do nothing
Lead the way.
over and over and over again. We can kill this guy.
Would hate to be you right now.
This is 16 attack, does 42 crit.
Together.
And we'll get some pushing in.
Hope you don't mind.
And we can end our turn.
Together.
And we'll push him into the corner.
Nowhere to run.
And we'll make sure he can't go anywhere. Meanwhile, Team Right Side is just kind of chilling. I can't wait for this map to be over so I can go to bed.
At your disposal. Nowhere to run.
We are thankfully almost near level up.
Hope you don't mind.
Okay. We should have one more do nothing with Sophia, and then we are done so. Sophia is one class and one class only. That is the 85% fort growth Witchener. Still can't hit that guy.
My sword goes
Okay,
lighter with every
we are
swing.
now on to the final boss.
Are you sure? Wrong day to play hero.
Storm Strike, dealing the extra 2 damage on that hit. It can proc on everything. Can't disarm bosses.
I guess.
Can move out of the way, so
all right.
other people can move up.
All right. Are you sure?
Okay, all the chests are opened. Can't disarm bosses. And that's a very dead boss. It's worth a shitload of.
I've got
Oh
a lot
boy.
to learn.
Ardor. Power plus 15% of weapon stats.
Never knew I had it in me.
It's always gonna hang out on one of your characters. It's usually filler after other stuff is done. Usually on someone we haven't seen with something we haven't seen. That gets swapped to when necessary.
Well,
Greetings. Troubling. Disgraceful.
Okay, this is the setup for the next level. There is no, I don't think there's a shop between. That's why we wanted to get to level 10. There is a save. There should be a prep screen. I'm not sure if it has a shop. We do get 3 new characters. 1 joins at 10, 2 join at 15, and are temporary. They will come back in I think 3 maps. Brooke likes to crit. She wants to be a raider. She wants to do stuff with full health. Her other option is duelist. She can also be a thief and just nimble fingers everything forever. She is the first character you get that gets replaced. Sarah is a mage. She is exactly the same as Sloane, only slower or faster or whatever. They essentially are the same person. They both go into mage. They both use blue weapons. They're both filler until better characters come along. Samara, she is a priest. She comes with an aspect that says, do priest things better. She is a priest. She also gets move +1. That's very relevant at times. She's a priest. She'll always be a priest. She stays a priest. Alden practicing the Aldening. Yeah, we do get a prep screen, we don't get a shop screen. What we absolutely want to do, that is all mages in the base version of this. This is a weird map. What we want to do is have a couple ranged units, which we have plenty of on each side. We want to make sure that we aren't overloaded with priests on one side. We have Marin and Samara, which means we have Lincoln over here. Melee, melee, melee. We want to swap Elias with Garrick. We want to put our melee up first. I'll put our horse as far back as possible. I'm gonna stuff our priest in the middle of everything. Over here you're forced to take Brooke and Sarah and Samar. We're gonna save. And we're gonna be done for this video. Catch y'all the next time as we slog our way towards the end of this map fighting ended.